Well, hello everyone. It's been a while. You'll have to excuse, I'm not sure if this is showing up on the video, but there's a big crack right across my camera on this old phone. I guess it's time for a new phone. And it's amazing how sometimes we think that optics are going to be all screwed up by chips and cracks and whatnot. I'm thinking more specifically of DSLRs and other cameras. And oftentimes it's not the case. Not that you can't get artifacting if you have enough damage on a lens, but it's just amazing sometimes how much damage they can handle before it actually resolves onto, the image that you're capturing. Okay, anyway, I've got a video on my phone that I've had on there for quite a while. Well, as some of you know, I have a bunch of videos on my phone that have lived there for a while because I often don't get time to upload, or I'm not actually all that happy with them. Sort of all of them are destined for YouTube, except not, right? This one I took, I think it was May of 2020. So it's kind of an interesting video because it's a snapshot of what my thoughts were at the time, and it never got uploaded. And I previewed it a couple of days ago because I was thinking, you should really upload that. It's kind of interesting snapshot in time. And I went through it, watched the video, and there's something that I wanted to correct in there, or at least clarify. And it's kind of interesting timing as well because it had to do with Fox News and in particular Tucker Carlson. So I thought I would make this video. It's going to be kind of a clarification video. I will have the video unlisted, but I'll link it below. And then after a couple of days, I will probably then make it a public video. But I thought for those of you who are on my channel, I'll link it below here so you can watch this and then watch that. The clarification is this. At some point in the video, I was talking about how the news media was not really providing any counterpoint to different COVID narratives at the time. Whatever it may be, a lab leak theory or the veracity of any of the sort of important points about the pandemic, there wasn't really any counterpoint with the exception of Fox News. And that's the point I want to clarify. One, sort of in before all of the comments, right? Watching it, you could get the assumption, or you could get the impression that I'm saying that Fox News was the arbiter of truth or something like that. And that's not the point that I'm making at all, although in some cases that's accurate. The point that I was making was that there were no real good counterpoints, nobody challenging the mainstream narratives in mainstream media, and that you would have to go to smaller independent media, YouTube channels, Rumble channels, whatever, if you're going to get any kind of an alternative position on things, alternative information. And I also want to clarify that I wasn't really referring to Fox News as a whole. I was really referring to Tucker Carlson in particular. I don't really watch any other Fox News. I don't watch any Fox News now. This is all timely, of course, again, given the situation between Tucker Carlson and Fox News. And yes, I did watch Tucker Carlson regularly, and that DVR has been canceled now, and we'll see what happens, obviously, with him. Now, again, in before the comments, the point here is not to say I think Tucker Carlson is the greatest or I agree with everything Tucker Carlson says, although I shouldn't have to fucking say that. But in this day and age, it seems to be that if you watch somebody, you align yourself with them, which is odd to me. I have a personal philosophy that you don't invest yourself too much in any other person because, of course, they will generally speaking let you down. I also watch the Young Turks every once in a while. So does that mean I align with them? Well, most certainly not. I certainly do not align with the Young Turks. In fact, I'd be far more confident in saying I don't agree with just about anything they say than I would ever be in saying that I think Tucker Carlson's on the money or something like that. I mean, that's just sort of the way it is. And that is in light of the fact that I tend to be more critical of people that I agree with than I am with people that I disagree with. Now, that might sound erroneous, but I guess what I'm saying is when I would watch Tucker, or even when I would listen to somebody that I really, really admire, I'm watching them like with a squinted eye. Like I don't want to catch them saying something that I think is wrong or wrong-headed, but I'm ready for it. And you can ask my wife, I'll be the first to say, you're wrong on this, You've jumped the shark. You're over your skis. This is the wrong avenue to go down, or whatever. I'm very, very, when it comes to people like the Young Turks or other people that I watch, perhaps ironically or whatever, my guard is far less up. I mean, in some ways it's the inverse, because I expect everything they say to be bullshit or wrong-headed or just ideologically different than what I think is an accurate reflection of the nature of our reality, et cetera, or good for whatever, humanity or a group of people or whatever. I'll be the first to say, oh, no, Anna's got a point there. That's legitimate, et cetera, et cetera. So it's kind of like inverse scrutiny or something, depending on what I think about I'm aware of the bias of the people I'm watching, I guess is the point that I'm making. And obviously it's important to do that. Everyone has bias. Objective news may never have really been a thing, although I would say ideally you shouldn't know the political leanings of your news anchor. It may have been an illusion all along, but certainly it's no longer the case these days. That much is absolutely certain. Amidst the claims of unbiased and objective is the obvious nature of the beast, that's just not a thing. So anyway, I wanted to preface that video's release with a little bit of an explanation as to what I really was referring to. And I think the video holds up pretty well, considering, again, it was made early May of 2020. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I'll link it below. And like I said, in a couple of days, I'll make it a public video. But for those of you who still linger around my channel, in case, either because you just haven't clicked the unsubscribe button or in case I make a video, this is here for you. And then watch the other one. Thanks for watching.